Yo, what's up with y'all, man? I hope you're doing good. If you're new and you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to this NBA channel. So let's get straight into it. So I was gonna drop a playoffs prediction video, but god damn, everybody and their mama already made one. So I'm gonna hit y'all with something a little different today. I'm going to be talking about the most dangerous playoff team in the Eastern Conference. In the East, I'm pretty sure we all believe, or at least we should believe, that there are three teams that are favorites to come out of the East this year. The Toronto Raptors, the Philadelphia 76ers, and of course a team that I picked to make the NBA Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers. But there's one team in the East that nobody really considers to be a threat in the playoffs, and that team is the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, a lot of people do not realize this, but this is the first time that this Milwaukee Bucks team has been 100% healthy. None of us has ever seen the Bucks at full strength. In previous years, they for some reason always had an important player out with some injury. Last year going into the playoffs, the Bucks were without their second best player, Jabari Parker, and they were also missing Chris Middleton for the majority of the season as well. So the Bucks didn't have their second nor third best player healthy for the most part. And this year they've been through that injury bug again. 2017 Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon went down earlier this season and he missed a chunk of time. And Matthew Dellavedova was out for an extended period of time too. And as we all know, recently Jabari Parker has returned from his second major injury. The Bucks are going into the playoffs with a 44-38 record. And for the first time ever, the Bucks will have everyone suited up and 100% ready to go to take into battle in the playoffs. This team has insane guard and forward depth surrounded around Giannis Antetokoumpo. The only real weakness that the Bucks have and can't fix until the NBA offseason is their center spot. John Henson, sorry, but he's cheeks, and Thon Maker, he's just not ready yet. He's been really suspect this season. In the first round of the playoffs, Bucks will face Coach Brad Stevens and the Boston Celtics. You know, this playoff series would be a sweep for the Bucks if the Celtics didn't have the second best coach in the NBA, Brad Stevens. That dude, Brad Stevens, is a genius, and regardless of the amount of talent on his team, he always figures out a way to win. And he puts his players in the best position to go ahead and take off while using their strengths. Not to hit on my guy Isaiah Thomas or anything, but trust me, that man would not average 29 points per game if he didn't have Brad Stevens by his side drawing up all those plays. So with that being said, this is going to be a tough series for the Milwaukee Bucks, and I expect them to win in either 5 or 6 games. And when the Milwaukee Bucks win that playoff series, that means they'll most likely face the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, in all honesty, I think the Bucks can beat anybody in the East except for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Philadelphia 76ers. That beat up Milwaukee Bucks team last year lost their second best player, who was averaging 20 points per game, Jabari Parker. And they took the Toronto Raptors to a tough 6-game series last year. So with all the growth and development within these young players, and plus they added Eric Bledsoe, without a doubt in my mind, I know the Milwaukee Bucks can put a whooping on them Raptors. And I also believe they can beat the Pacers, the Wizards, and the Miami Heat. But unfortunately, their playoff run might come to an end in the second round. Only because the Milwaukee Bucks don't have anybody to put on Joel Embiid. Like I said in previous videos, currently the Milwaukee Bucks have John Henson starting for them. And Joel is literally gonna cook that man like some stewed rice in the playoffs. So that's what's mainly gonna hurt the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the 76ers. But even with that advantage that the 76ers have on the Bucks, I still believe this series should go at least 6 games. If Joel Embiid isn't 100% healthy coming off of that orbital or whatever face injury he has, or if the 76ers can't beat the Miami Heat without a 100% healthy Joel Embiid, and I am saying it right now, coach, the Bucks are gonna make the Eastern Conference Finals, and then they're gonna get smacked by LeBron James. But yeah, man, this is really the end of the video. Like I was saying towards the end of the video, if Joel Embiid ain't healthy, Bucks are the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, man. You know what, I feel like this video might not be that long. So for some of y'all who are wondering, I might just give you guys my predictions in this video as well. Alright, so currently the best team in the East record-wise are the Toronto Raptors. And they will face the Washington Wizards in the first round of the playoffs. The Raptors have had an outstanding season due to development in their young players and also a change of style in play. And if we take a look at this Washington team, they've kind of had a sorry season. I'm sure everybody had this team being at least top 5 in the East. And what's caused this Wizards team to underperform is that their best player John Wall has been injury riddled this whole season. But also the Wizards have had chemistry problems, and most of the players in their locker room feel some type of way about John Wall. So with all that being said, my guy, since there have been clear chemistry problems with the Wizards, I got the Raptors in 6. I know what you guys are saying right now. Mojo, shouldn't the Raptors fold these guys in at least 5 games? You see, the thing is with the Raptors, well, specifically DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, they don't perform well at all in the playoffs. So even though the Wizards have had all these problems, I'd still give them a chance to beat the Raptors. So I really wouldn't be surprised if the series goes to 6, maybe 7 games. But at the end of the day, I still got the Raptors winning this series. Going on to the 4 and 5 seed in the East, LeBron and the Cavs are facing Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers have had a great season and all, but they gotta go up against that man LeBron James. Hold up, excuse me. Playoff LeBron James. I got the Cavs in 4, maybe 5. On to the next one, the Philadelphia 76ers take on the 6th-seeded Miami Heat. And for your information, by the way, Joel Embiid most likely will miss out game 1 and he might not play in game 2 as well. So the Sixers will be short-handed going into the series. You know, a lot of people sleep on this Miami Heat team and just automatically roll them out against Philly. And I can honestly say this series might go to 7 games. And I can honestly say this series might go to 7 games. 7 games? What the f? I thought Miami was gonna do better than this. It's not my fault. They didn't even have Joel Embiid and they smacked the hell out of the Heat. Listen here, you're my guy, but don't ever don't say dumb stuff like that again. Now give me your hand. For what? Give me your hand! Okay, I have no idea what just happened. I think my camera just died. And I think I was saying that the Miami Heat might go to a 7-game series with the Philadelphia 76ers, and I took the 76ers winning the whole series. Going on to the last first-round matchup in the East, the Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks. So I already discussed how I felt about that just like 3-4 minutes earlier into the video. And I said that Milwaukee was going to win the series in either 5 or 6 games. So in the second round of the playoffs, I believe the Raptors will face the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going through so much right now, bro. It's not even funny. I just poked myself in the eye. Wow. God damn. Okay, I think I'm good. Holy shit. Dude, I really don't know what I was just saying. I was legit rubbing my eye for like the past 3 minutes. So like I was saying, in the second round of the playoffs, the Cleveland Cavaliers will face the Toronto Raptors. And come on, let's be real here. Cavs in 5 or 6. So if you look at the other second round matchup, it would be the 76ers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And I already told you guys, Sixers in 6 or 7. So this finally leads us to the Cavs versus the 76ers in the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron James and Kevin Love versus Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. I believe the Cavs will win this series in 6 games. A lot of people don't realize this either, but this is the first time the Cavaliers have been healthy all season long. So with the combination of a completely healthy Cavs roster, LeBron James and all-star Kevin Love, surrounded by shooters everywhere, and Larry Nance Jr., who is a great big man to have on any team, LeBron has everything he needs in this series to go absolutely nuts. So don't be surprised if you see LeBron James average something like 33 along with a triple-double. Now you're probably wondering, Mojo, isn't Joel Embiid gonna go nuts too? Who's gonna guard him? Well, the answer is nobody. Nobody can guard Joel Embiid. The Cavs are just simply gonna outplay the 76ers offensively. So I have the Cleveland Cavaliers making the NBA Finals for the 4th straight time, and I think this is gonna be LeBron's 8th straight time. Crazy. But this is the end of the video, man. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll get right with you.
No way, remember back when I couldn't get a play, no home, I ain't have a place to stay, I got to work, made the surf, free the way, Told my girl who'd ever thought.